But that's the most important one of the season for Ali McCoist and for Rangers. They've really turned this game around after a dreadful start. So Rangers 2, Leeds United 1. Just over 5 minutes to go till half-time. The offside flag went up there against Eric Cantona.
If they could just get at this Leeds back four, because obviously Cantona and Chapman up front very strong, terrific midfield, and if Ali McCoist can get in and around their defenders here, there could be more goals for Rangers.
And here comes McCoist again. Plays it through to Haitley. Picked up now by Ian Ferguson. Well, Rangers were given a test of character here, losing that early goal, and have certainly responded. But in the opening 15 minutes or so, it did not look at all good for them. Yet the ball drifting away from Ali McCoist, who won his 43rd cap for Scotland last week. It would appear he can do no wrong this season. 37 goals got him the golden boot last time around. That's 25 already this season. It's a remarkable record. 16 of the goals have come in the Championship. So still the rain continues to fall here at Ibrox Stadium, but it's certainly not a bother for this huge capacity crowd who are all seated and under cover. I say all seated, a few fans allowed into the enclosure just below us. And of course that will become a thing of the past as UEFA push for all-seater stadium. So the Rangers fans right behind the team here. It's Richard Goff's header. Returned by McAllister. Goff's in there again with Chapman. Trevor Steven getting a touch to McPherson, who seems none the worse after that knock he took and setting up the goal. And as Gordon rightly pointed out, everything coming from corner kicks in terms of those goals tonight. Certainly the game still being played at terrific pace, terrific commitment from both sides. A typical British game. So Leeds will switch the play. Fairclough is wide on this side. There he is now. Flips it forward, looking for Chapman. Chapman climbs high, but the offside flag is up against Cantona. Well, he's drifted into an offside position several times in this first half, but an impressive player. He's got 1 goal in the competition so far. And of course, always a threat from Chapman at 6'2". Man of many clubs, he's scored goals everywhere he's been. 72 goals, in fact, in 135 League and Cup games for Leeds United. So we're inside the last 5 minutes of the first half. Here comes Ali McCoist again, putting White under pressure. That's Batty's header. But a high boot there by Ian Ferguson indicates the referee, so the free kick to Leeds United. So Rangers leading by 2 goals to 1. The final minutes of the first half ticking away. Haitley trying to pressure Newsom, and he does so to the extent that the ball drifted out of play for the throw-in.
Yeah, I'm not at all impressed with this Leeds back four. They have had problems since the injury, or the long-term injury to Mel Sterling. They tried John Newsom in that position and it never worked, and now they've switched Newsom into the centre of defence and put Chris Fairclough there.
So the throw-in to Rangers taken by David Robertson. Well, there's a misunderstanding between 2 Leeds players. Oh, Ian Durrant just inches away. Well, McAllister and Fairclough, I think it was, got in one another's way, and Ian Durrant stepped in with a marvellous curling shot, which was very close indeed.
Yeah, I think this one, if it went in with a match Gary McAllister's early strike, just looks up, knew exactly what he was doing here. Right foot, bend, a lot of power as well, but just agonisingly over the bar.
So Richard Goff with the header. It's returned there by Fairclough, but here's Durrant breaking through. It's Durrant against Newsom. Ali McCoist arriving. Well, it breaks down. I think he was trying to stab it through in the direction of Haitley. McCoist was also running through. Goff won it there, it's returned, it's headed on by Cantona. It was a dangerous man in there, now it's Gordon Strachan. He's so dangerous with these crossballs. It's headed away though by Goff. And McAllister did well to get in ahead of McCoist. McAllister looking for Cantona. His header goes astray though to Haitley. It's laid off now to McCall. Trevor Stephen has drifted to the left again. Support for Durant. David Robertson goes in the overlap. Takes Strachan with him. It's a good ball from Durant. This is Robertson now on the left foot. And that's certainly Point struggling a bit. Well, no corner kick, much to the annoyance of the Rangers fans. So just over a minute of this first half left. McPherson climbing for it. And Andy Gorham has already had one poor clearance, but he makes no mistake this time. It's aimed at Haitley. He does well against Newsom. It's cut out by Dorigo for Leeds United. Through to Gary Speed. Challenge going in there from McCall, and it was commitment for you. Here's McCall again. Oh, terrific play by Stuart McCall. Well, that was a real chance for Rangers. Well, he scored twice against Sparta Prague in the European Champions Cup last year, and it was a terrific tackle by him initially.
Yeah, it's a great little build-up. I think now the Rangers midfield are beginning to assert their authority. McCall getting tackles in, Durant beginning to get passes, Ian Ferguson passing the ball, Trevor Stevens getting on the ball as well. They're looking a lot more positive in the middle of the park.
So we're well inside the final minute of this first half, but the offside flag goes up against Mark Haitley and Ellie McCoist. Haitley and McCoist drifting forward there. But McCoist can be well pleased with his first half. Gordon Strachan organising things as we move into injury time in this first half. And the ball cleared there by Robertson. McCoist in there. It's Durant. That's McCall. Lead off by Haitley to McCoist. This is Durant. McPherson's breaking in the far side and plenty of space. Well, can Rangers get a third one here in injury time? Goff toppled to the ground there, still play raging on. It's Trevor Stephen. McPherson is cleared off the line by Gary Speed and eventually cleared by Batty. It's picked up now by Cantona. Well, they're going at a tremendous pace here, and Rangers almost grabbing a third goal. Gary Speed it was, clearing the ball off the line. Now it's Cantona stepping in, but there goes the half-time whistle. Well, it's been a remarkable first half. Rangers go in leading by 2-1, and it was after 36 minutes, following a corner kick. McPherson headed powerfully towards goal, and then McCoist finished with some style, but an unhappy evening so far for John Lukic. But Ali McCoist putting Rangers ahead. Rangers 2, Leeds United 1. So it's Rangers who get this second half underway. Absolute bedlam here at Ibrox Stadium, and of course they could so easily have scored a third goal just before the interval. So just a quick check shows that neither side has got on any substitute, but here comes Ali McCoist right away running onto that ball from Ian Durant. The goalkeeper committing himself. It spins clear. It's picked up now by Gordon Strachan. Well, the second half off at a ferocious pace as well. It really has been a quite remarkable evening so far. Well, this is Leeds United's 7th tie against Scottish clubs. Have lost only once, and that was to Celtic back in 1970. They have taken the scalps of Kilmarnock, Hibs, Dundee and Rangers. Hibs, Dundee and Rangers all in one season, 67-68. Hibs again in 73. So a formidable record. There's McAllister getting a touch, but it's Durant stepping in for Rangers. The offside flag though goes up against Mark Haitley.
Yeah, I think it's important in the second half that Rangers keep things tight at the back and give as much of the ball as they can to the man with the number 11 in his back, Ian Durant. He was quite superb in the last 25 minutes of the first half.
So here come Leeds through Tony Dorigo. Some persistent play there. It spins away out in the direction of Strachan, but Durant provides the cover. Breaks to Batty. This is Strachan again. Cantona going for it, but out jumped there by McPherson. It breaks away now to Haitley. The Rangers will want to strike early in the second half. They had Leeds absolutely rattled before the interval. There's the ball played in the direction of Haitley. It's headed away though by Newsom. And Gordon Strachan deep in his own defence, picking up the play for Leeds United. He does show remarkable stamina. And here he is again. It's played through to Batty. Good play by Batty, stepping away from Ian Ferguson. Dorigo is wide on the left here in a bit of space. This is Tony Dorigo against David McPherson. Bricks now to Batty. Well, there was a bit of power in that shot, but just as well it was blocked. So the throw-in goes Leeds United's way. It's Dorigo playing it through, cut out by Ferguson. So play continues with Rangers pushing forward. It's Durant playing it through, looking for McCoist, and John Lukic taking no chance, sends it all out of play for the throw-in to Rangers. Well, John Lukic has played in many big occasions, but I'm sure he'll remember this one. There's Batty digging in along with Cantona. Now it's McAllister switching the play to Strachan. A long ball aimed at Gary Speed, but the header from McPherson allowing his goalkeeper to pick up the ball. And there's Wilkinson, second from the right there, the Leeds manager. And he had plenty to say, especially to his defenders at half-time. Here's Chris White, a back heel foot to Tony Dorigo. He uses that left foot of his to get it forward, but Richard Gough with a little bit of time here. He finds John Brown. Brown to Robertson, Strachan snapping away at his heels. It's McCall. Well, almost a very good ball to Brown, who had done some very good running. And it's McAllister digging in for Leeds United, switching the play to Tony Dorigo. Cantona is calling for it in the middle. Chapman's here as well. Strachan's arriving on the far side. Well, John Brown all over the place there. It was McCall initially who cleared it. Still Leeds have it. It's Dorigo. Cantona was in there, but it's picked up by Andy Gorham.
Yeah, I think Trevor Stephen will need to watch Tony Dorigo when he makes these runs forward, because he really does put delightful balls into the box, and one or two there in the last 5 minutes that have caused Rangers concern.
Gately climbs for it. It was Chris White who got it. Durant, a little touch there for Rangers to Ian Ferguson. Now it's Gough. Played through, looking for Hateley. That was Fairclough at full stretch. He finds Strachan. A long one for Lee Chapman. Well, he got a little touch there, but there was no one running in support. And Gorham immediately finds McPherson. It's laid off to Gough. White won it against McCoist. That's Dorigo. Cantona. He found himself a little bit of space there, but he's shut down by Ferguson. The ball breaks away now to Ian Durant. The switch to Trevor Stephen. David McPherson's going on his outside, going on a decoy run there to take up the attentions of Dorigo. Still Rangers have it. It's McCall. Aimed in at Hateley, headed away though by Chris White. Chested down by McAllister, picked up by Batty. This is Strachan. Some good running there by McAllister, who had initially picked up the ball in the midfield. Meanwhile, the referee has awarded a free kick against Richard Gough. For a little nudge, it's quickly taken. Switch to Dorigo. Through now to Gary Speed. Dorigo again. Lee Chapman's in there. It's headed away though by John Brown, only as far as Cantona. This is Batty to Strachan. Chapman in the middle, but it flies past all of them there into the path of Trevor Stephen, back deep in his own half. It's Hateley. Good ball by Hateley to Ferguson. Rangers can do something here, but the outside flag went up against Ian Durant. Well, Rangers had a few options open to them there. It was an excellent through ball from Hateley to Ferguson, but as he released the ball, Durant was adjudged to be offside. McCoyson there with McAllister. McAllister wins it. This is Gary Speed, the Welshman. Played through towards Dorigo, but Goff steps in just ahead of him. And he has to concede the throw-in. So with the left to David Batty, who is a bit of a long throw specialist. Well, the referee's unhappy here. And he awards it the other way now. Well, I tell you, Batty's quite a fortunate man there, because he's already picked up a booking in the tournament. And if he's cautioned again here, in fact, the referee is calling over Gary Speed and telling him to keep his mouth shut. He's another player who's already been booked in the tournament. Another yellow card tonight would cancel either Speed or Batty out for the return at Elland Road. Dorigo also has a yellow card against him. So do Shutt and Hodge. But, Rangers have 3 players on yellow cards. 2 of them on the field tonight, Ian Durant and Ian Ferguson, and Alexei Mikhailichenko. So both Durant and Ferguson will have to go warily if they want to take part in that second leg. But the referee has shown a lot of patience so far. But he awards the free kick against Ali McCoy, down against the corner flag, much to the annoyance of the Rangers fans there in the Copeland Road stand. Of course, it was Ali McCoy who again became the hero of those Rangers fans after 36 minutes tonight, when he put Rangers 2-1 ahead. And that's how it stands, with almost 10 minutes of the second half gone here at a packed Ibrox Stadium. Lee Chapman getting the touch for Leeds United. Strachan gets away from Robertson. Cantona's in the middle, so too is Speed. It's knocked away by Richard Goff, only as far as Dorigo. And at the end of it all, a simple one for Andy Gorham. A rather poor one there from Tony Dorigo. It's Trevor Stephen winning it. This is Hateley. Durant. McCall racing away to his left. Well, he almost got it through to him, but it was cut out by Fairclough. That's a real chance for Rangers to do something. Now it's Leeds on the counter-attack through Gordon Strachan. Gary Speed has drifted away out to the left. He's in plenty of space. Cantona spots him, but he can't quite get it across yet. Plays a shot one to Strachan. Brown committing himself. It's swept away by Richard Goff. Only as far as Fairclough. The offside flag is up. Chapman and Cantona had strayed into an offside position. So Rangers have possession again through Ian Durant. It's cut out by Newsom. Now it's Batty. Switch of play to Dorigo. He's shut down there by Trevor Stephen, but he's a powerful player, Dorigo. Gets the ball onto that left foot, but it didn't come off for him there. But he's always got to be watched. 26 years of age, tracked for several seasons by Graham Souness when he was a manager here at Rangers.
Yeah, he's a player that's terrific going forward, and as we mentioned earlier, Jerry, he knocks great balls into the box with that left foot. This time makes a good run forward, looks up and has a little dip, but way off target with that one.
So it's Gordon Strachan for Leeds. This is Fairclough going into the challenge with McCall. He gets it forward to Lee Chapman. Gary McAllister. Batty. It's played through towards Fairclough, and David Robertson happy to concede the throw-in, just in line with his own penalty area. David Robertson came so close to scoring for Rangers in that very dramatic first half, only to be denied by John Lukic. Batty's throw. This is Cantona. Fairclough's in there. McPherson's under pressure from Gary Speed. This is McAllister. Of course, McAllister packs a terrific shot, as we've seen, especially at set pieces for Leeds United and for Scotland, and the man who opened the scoring tonight. With a spell, of course, at Motherwell, then went to Leicester in 1985 for a mere £125,000, and joined Leeds when they returned to the top league. Walter Smith there in the background with Archie Knox just in front of him. Archie Knox banned from the dugout domestically, but in European ties he's allowed to visit. So this is Durant for Rangers. Played forward by McCall, cut out though by Strachan. Tireless work again by Strachan. Through to Chapman. Cantona floating the high one in. It's headed away by Richard Gough. And his father is Batty. McAllister. Chapman's in there. He's challenged by Brown. And that's McPherson stepping in for Rangers. Through to McCoist. He's quickly shut down by Newsom. This is Durant. Still heavy rain falling here at Ibrox, but you'd hardly notice it. The game being played at terrific pace, lots of commitment by both sets of players, and certainly this capacity crowd has had value for money, there's no doubt about that. So the Govan stand there in the background packed, and of course the executive box is up there at the back as well. And a big pay night for Rangers, of course a bigger pay night if they can get through to the next stage, which is now of course named the Champions League. And a real pot of gold waiting there for the winners of this tie. But a lot of work to be done by both sides before they can even think of that. Rangers now in possession, midway inside their own half. It's John Brown, a long one for Haitley to chase. And it's Chris White's header, which allows the goalkeeper to pick it up. So Walter Smith, the Rangers manager, has gone back up towards his seat in the stand, leaving Archie Knox in the dugout. Meanwhile, Rangers win themselves a free kick. Fair cloth it was there on Durant. And again, the referee threatens to produce the card. But he certainly has shown a lot of patience, and I thought he was a bit lenient with Batty over the time wasting and the throw-in a few minutes ago. Here comes David Robertson. That's a dangerous one right across the face of goal, and it's pushed behind for the corner kick. Well, again, the Leeds defence all over the place, and that was a real chance.
It was a great little through ball here. David Robertson used his pace to get onto that. Just comes off the chest of Chris Fairclough. He's past Ali McCoy, he's past Matt Haitley. We've now got a Rangers corner kick.
So Gary Speed it was who pushed it behind with just over an hour played, and Rangers leading by 2-1. Can they increase that lead? It's Trevor Stephen with the corner. It's hooked away by Dorigo. Well, Rangers really should do better with that type of situation. But, both sets of substitutes starting to warm up. You can see them there just running across the picture. The Leeds substitutes, the Rangers players are already out as well. Maybe just a little warning to the players on the field. There's McCoy slaying it off. It's Ferguson. Oh, that's a real chance for Ian Ferguson. He snatched at it, chested down there by Ali McCoist, and you can see how disappointed he is. But Rangers really should be doing just a bit more at the moment.
Yeah, it was a nice little ball knocked into Ali here by Trevor Stephen. Looks up, dinks a little ball into Ali. Lovely little off his chest, but Ian Ferguson, well, just never got a hold of that one at all.
John Brown climbing high for that one. Then goes Haitley. McAllister get the touch for Leeds. It's chested down by McPherson for Rangers. This is Trevor Stephen. Puts it through to Durant. Richard Gough. McCoist. Well, it almost come off for him. This is Dorigo. Cantona, but dispossessed by Ferguson. Now it's Gough. Haitley. Cut out by Chris White to Tony Dorigo. This is Gary Speed. Cantona goes on a run. Chapman's in the middle. He's got a bit of space there. Well, Chapman was left an amazing amount of space there. Rangers defenders failed to pick him up.
We're just thinking there how quiet Cantona and Chapman had been in this match, but all of a sudden Cantona comes into the picture here, combines with his striking partner. Lee Chapman makes a good near post run, and that was a near thing. Davy Robertson should maybe have been covering Lee Chapman here a little bit tighter. Just strays off Chapman a bit and gives him an opportunity there.
So it's Rangers pushing forward. McCoy's getting the touch there against Dorigo. Plays it to Trevor Stephen. Haitley's in the middle. Led away by Chris White. It's McPherson for Rangers. Getting away from Gary Speed. He's surrounded all by Leeds players. It's Goff stepping in. Trevor Stephen in the thick of it. And the offside flag went up. Well, Ian Durrant had strayed through, but Ellie McCoy's perhaps over in the middle. There's a man who had stepped offside. The flag went up in any case, and Leeds United have possession. It's Dorigo playing it forward, looking for Chapman. It's kept in play by Cantona. Gary McAllister's racing through the middle. It's played to Gary Speed. This is Batty. Fairclough's breaking in the far side of the field. This is Fairclough. It's played in there for Gary Speed, and that was well read by Richard Goff. He reacted quickly. It's Fairclough again now, under pressure from McCoy. Through to Strachan. And clear upfield by John Brown. This is Newsom. He's trying to pick out Lee Chapman. So again, the huge roar behind Rangers. Trevor Stephen playing it to McCall. Robertson's breaking in the left. He runs into trouble in the shape of Gordon Strachan. It breaks her to Ian Durrant. Oh, good play by Durrant. Can Rangers do something here? Ali McCoist. Well, no power in the header at all, but delightful play by Ian Durrant.
Yeah, great play by Ian Durrant again. What a game he's having. Just looks up here, picks Ali McCoist up, but he really couldn't get any real power on the header at all.
So it's Trevor Stephen for Rangers. The offside flag goes up though. A bit of frustration for Haitley and McCoist. The flag was up immediately from the Belgian linesman.
Actually, the officials have handled things well tonight, Jerry. Apart from probably the first half, when I felt that Rangers should have had a penalty for the Chris White tackle on Ali McCoy. The Belgian ref let the game flow tonight.
Oh, this is Strachan for Leeds United. It's headed away by Brown. Picked up by McCall. Little touch through to Ian Ferguson. Good running by McCall. He's got McCoist to his left. Here's McCoist trying to get away from Newsom. Strachan's back, doing some sterling defensive work. And again, Gordon Strachan proving his worth to Leeds United. This is McCall again. Headed away by Newsom. Picked up by Ian Ferguson. This is Goff. Straight to McAllister though. That's Gordon Strachan. This is Cantona. Batty to Speed. Dorigo goes on the outside. And the goalkeeper had that all the way. Good safe handling by Andy Gorham. Gary Speed pushing forward on the left side at every opportunity. Speed's in there again. It breaks through though to Haitley. He's watched carefully by Chris White. That's Leeds United's ball. Gordon Strachan there. The porridge and bananas are still working.